1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon, hoping you will tune into our show. It's hosted by Cuz.
Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast with Emmy, Hikins, and Trevor.
Sports isn't always relevant, but an extreme activity would be what they call highlining, which is the high wire. Now, just as a brief example of that, there's a Frenchman, he's still alive. I think his name is Philippe, Petit, something like that. And he climbed years ago in the early 70s. He climbed Notre Dame Cathedral on a high wire.
Right.
He also climbed between the pillars of Sydney Opera House.
Right.
And in 1974, he climbed I'm using the wrong word. He had a high wire across these structures. And in 1974, he did a high wire walk across the Twin Towers. They'd just been completed in America, in New York. And it was quite something, because the whole point of it being extreme is he uses absolutely zero safety equipment. So, long story short, on the Twin Towers, he did a sort of a reconnoiter beforehand with his people helping him. They managed to find somebody with an office right at the top of one of the Twin Towers. Yeah. So he was very much in on it. And a few days before, they did a helicopter go around to see what was what up there. Well, the day came, it was all obviously top secret, as it was highly illegal. And through the night they worked. They got up through this man's office to the top. They fired an arrow across to people at the top of the other building. They got a similar arrangement with somebody at the top. And they attached a fishing wire to the arrow. They then managed to pull the rope from this fishing wire right across between the two. And the distance between them on this high wire, which of course had to be tensioned exactly right, was 130 feet between the two Twin Towers. Now, I guess about 45 yards? If you think of a football pitch, about 100 yards. So it's just less than half a football pitch. So on a high wire, going across between those two buildings, I think would be extreme. And the morning they finished the preparations, he started at 7 o'clock in the morning, and quite quickly a crowd grew down on the ground. He did, I think, eight crosses, I think he claimed he did, and he was seen doing it in about 45 minutes. But with crowds of people, he actually embellished it all by, first of all, sitting on the wire, and then lying on the wire. And then successfully standing up and completing the walk. Now, for most mortal human beings like us, the idea of being able to do that in the first place, you get the breeze, the wind going across, so you've got to take that into account. And actually sitting on the wire and laying down on it is just something superhuman. Anyway, at the end of it all, he was arrested inevitably. They took him, first of all, to a mental hospital, but he was deemed to be quite sane. And I think probably we would say he's got to be a bit nuts to do something like that, but he wasn't technically mentally ill. So they then charged him with trespass, but the judge eventually said, well, we'll drop the charges if you can give a display of your talents to children in Central Park, which he did. And so he got away with it there.
We're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor and Emmy.
The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us, please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.
Wednesday afternoon. Hoping you will tune into our show. It's hosted by Cuz, the leader of our gang, will make the show go with a bang and fund the aim of everything Cuz does. And fund the aim of everything Cuz does.